You know, I've been doing this for almost a year now, and I've had a lot of Fenders and a lot of other guitars in the shop. But one thing I've not seen is a Gibson or Epiphone guitar until today. Oh, yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Brant, and today I've got this Epiphone Special SG model in the shop. This guitar is from July of 2005, and beyond that, I don't know anything about it. I did a serial number lookup, and that's all it told me. It's July 2005. So we've got an SG model, couple humbuckers, three-way switch, one volume, one tone. And yeah, I have just been instructed by my client to do a setup on this, clean up, change the strings, the usual. No particular problems we're aware of, so that's good. Oh, yes, and the other thing that I need to do is I need to, so the customer, it's not where I can grab it. He has a cover for this, the back here. However, the cover holes that he has do not match the holes here. So I'm gonna have to plug those up and then re-drill some new holes to get the cover that he has fitted on there. But other than that, I think everything should be pretty basic. Frets feel fantastic. No sharp fret ends, maybe just a tiny bit right down here on the bottom side, but honestly, very well done. Man, that fingerboard is, I really like it. It's beautiful. So let's hear what it sounds like now, real quick. And got it plugged in and recording. These tuners are not great. They're pretty, every time I've picked this up to play it, I've had to tune the guitar. So I don't know if there's anything that I can address there. I'm not changing the tuners or anything. The action on this is okay. Right now there are some dings, some pretty noticeable ones here and up here. So I might try and CA glue those so they don't spread anymore, and maybe give them a little touch of red, dark red. Not sure what color. I have to ask my wife if she has nail polish this color. And just cover those up so you can't see them from the 22nd row. I think my customer would like that. All right, let's hear how it sounds. So I am on a clean channel and in the neck position. But for it being in the neck, maybe I've just got the gain on my amp too high or something, but it seems pretty growly. Let's try metal. And bridge. Feels like it's out of tune already. So let me get on the workbench and I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I'm gonna start, before I do anything else, I've taken the strings off already. I'm going to plug these holes. Got this one all done. So a couple of things on this particular guitar. This is 20 years old. There are a few dings on here, and I did put some CA glue over the more significant ones just to keep them from spreading. I did use some a little bit of nail polish paint on a couple of them. You can still see them, like this one here. They're just not quite as obvious, or that one there. But like this one, I didn't do it at all. And the reason I stopped doing it was just because I wasn't sure if that made it look worse or better. I, obviously couldn't match the finish exactly. The other thing was intonation on this guitar. I would replace, if I had the parts, and I don't, but if I did, I would replace the saddles. There's actually one of the saddles in here that is broken. It's just being held there by the string on top of it, keeping it in place. But I would, I would replace these saddles because they're kind of plasticky. I would put some metal ones in there. I don't know if they're supposed to be graphite or what exactly, but one of them is broken, like I said. These posts are really hard to, even with the string tension off, you basically have to take this piece off to adjust the height. And I've got it about as low as it'll go. Well, I know I do have it as low as it'll go. And the action is still just a wee bit higher than I would like it. It's not out of range for low action, but it is at the top of that range. What else? We got the back plate cover on. I actually did have a problem with one of these screws. It actually went through the side of the cavity, so I had to plug it again and re-drill that again. Other than that, guitar is pretty good. It certainly feels a lot better having conditioned the fingerboard. The tuners, I would replace those if this were my guitar. They are I don't like them. I don't think they're keeping tune at all. In fact, I think I'm going to have to tune this guitar again before I demo it, even though I've just recently tuned it. Anything else? Pots are okay. Switch is okay. The pickups, I'm going to try it now, but to me, the neck position, there's something, it seems a little too much like a bridge pickup. It's not, it's really hard to get clean tones on this guitar, I think, in my opinion. But other than that, everything came out okay. All right, I just have it in a clean position, clean channel, I mean, on the neck. Let's see. it's in tune. Yeah, it's intonating a bit sharp. I'm definitely going to recommend to my client that he consider replacing these saddles and tuners. I would replace the tuners as well, because these are, I had to tune that a lot just now, and I had just tuned it a couple hours ago. So again, neck. Middle. And bridge. That is the Epiphone SG, special SG model from 2005. Kind of a cool little guitar. I'm glad I got to mess around with this a little bit, fix it up a little bit. There's still some things on here that need to be addressed, which I'll have to discuss with the client, being that this is not my guitar, but definitely a couple of things that I would do to make this a little bit better. And but yeah, I really like the fingerboard on here. Man, that is right up my alley as far as looks and feel. It feels really nice. It looks beautiful. The rest of the guitar needs some love, but you know, it's relict. It's got character. So that's going to do it for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Cheers.